Here we have the Aria Mac 50. It's a super strat style guitar. Gold tuners, mini tuners sealed, no trouble with those at all. The neck is a maple neck, bolt-on maple neck, and has full 24 fretboard, rosewood fretboard. You'll notice, possibly you've noticed immediately, the resemblance between this kind of style of guitar and that produced by a company called Ibanez. And there are some parallels which do hold true right the way through. And one of those is the neck. The neck on this Aria is really slim and comfortable and a joy to play. The finish is a matte sheen on the back there, so that gives you a nice, comfortable, smooth feel. Going on to the body, the tone wood of the body is alder, which was one of the favourites of Fender for quite a while. It doesn't have a great grain, and this has a see-through red finish, so the alder is faced with a quilted maple veneer, which looks lovely under the red finish. Going to the hardware now, we're loaded with two different types of pickups. There's a humbucker at the bridge and two single coils in the middle and neck position. But there is also a little twist. This tiny micro switch here, when you pull it forward, taps the humbucker. So then you've actually got a 3 single coil pickup guitar, similar configuration to the classic Stratocaster. 5-way position switch then gives you actually 7 different combinations, and we'll go through those in a moment and listen to a little riff on each one of them. The bridge is a vibrato bridge, or trem as people like to call them these days. The vibrato arm is screw in, and you can screw that an extra turn and it will be quite stiff and stay where it is, or take it back a turn or two, which makes it flop in, gets out of the way when you need it to. So on the bridge, each string has an individual saddle, which is adjustable, fully adjustable individually for string height, which dictates the action, and string length, which dictates the intonation. The strings are backloaded through the vibrato block through there, and under here are the 3 springs which give the vibrato block, give the vibrato its resistance against the strings and pulls it back into pitch once you've used it. Single master volume, single master tone. So there we have the physical attributes. Let's have a little listen to the pickups. Now I've got the bridge humbucker on its own to start with, and then we'll work through the 5-way selector switch and see what happens. That's the humbucker on its own. I'm going to put it to position 2 now, which is the humbucker and the middle single coil. Middle single coil on its own. I must admit to liking that quite a lot. Middle and neck. And neck on its own. Okay, that's the main voices of the guitar using the humbucker. Let's just remind you of the humbucker on its own. Let's tap it. The difference there is obvious. Okay, let's take it to the next position, which is position 2, which gives you the single coil on the humbucker in the middle. So there you have 7 voices which are all available from combinations of flicking switches. The tap takes out the front coil and leaves in the back coil, so that does accentuate the treble response on that on that coil tapped humbucker. So, yeah, and also the trem. Just to talk about that trem or vibrato, it's not one of the Floyd Rose types. It's a more old-fashioned design than that. The bridge itself is held on by 6 screws along the front of the bridge, and they are what the thing pivots on. So fundamentally it has to be a small pivot, otherwise you're going to start damaging the guitar. So if you want something that's going to give you the ability to dive bomb and all the rest of that, you need to look for a Floyd Rose equipped guitar. This is a vibrato, and it's for less extreme work than that. It's a good idea to have as part of your maintenance routine, maybe when you're restringing, is to just check those screws and give them a little tighten up. There it is, the Aria Mac 50, a very, very nice guitar, lots in common with Ibanez, which is nothing wrong with that, because Ibanez are very, very nice guitars too. So the Aria Mac, a contender, yes, it certainly is a contender.